this plugs into the bottom inside here, and then this goes into the main plug that supplies power. And all this essentially does is if there was to be a power outage for whatever reason, typically if the power gets cut immediately from a unit, it has the risk to fry things because it'll, for a split second, it charges more than 30 amps of service to it.
Okay.
It's not common that stuff gets fried that way, but things that are very sensitive to it are like computers, laptops, things like that are very sensitive to that. So that's why people do buy these.
Okay, because there's a lot of electronic in there, so it's a good idea to have that, right?
Yes. Yeah, it would be a good idea to have that.
Okay.
And there's a 20, 30, 60 ampere.
Yeah, this is for 30 amp. So this is what you guys need because
Yes.
you're only a 30 amp service.
Yeah.
And if the campground says 20, can we plug there?
This will only work for a 30 amp. So if you're plugged into a 30 amp service, if you're plugged into a 15 amp service, you won't be able to use this.
Okay.
Which means we'll plug
And then
take
50
the risk.
Yeah.
But we
yes.
shouldn't be plugged in a 50 amp service either,
You won't plug into.
No, because
No.
it's too much.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
Okay.
So yeah, this will be the one you need, and this is what you'll use mostly. It's not often that you're gonna go to a campground and they won't have 30 amps.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a non-power site.
Yeah. Okay.
And now this guy,
Yeah.
it's called a water pressure regulator.
Yeah.
So all it does, you'll see on here, it regulates the pressure to 40 to 50 psi. So all you would do is before you plug in your water, you would thread this in first into here,
And then plug the water.
and then you plug the water end into here, and that just regulates the pressure so that you're not getting more than what you can handle.
Okay. Okay. And that water doesn't go into the tank, right?
No,
So-
this goes straight into the lines.
So there's no risk of damaging the tank or bringing water that is filthy or anything like that. Am I
Correct. You're correct.
Okay.
Yeah.